Hello everyone, my name is Adredengaming, and today we are gonna be doing some texturing, I guess, for making new zombies. So I'm not an expert at this, I'm just actually barely done any. I've retextured a couple things in the game before. The gore block, I added some turn off radiation emission spectrum stuff, but never really done anything on this level before, but it's been something I've wanted to do for a while, and it plays into a larger goal of adding new things to 7 Days to Die. So I figured I'm gonna give it a go and make some Christmassy zombies. So part of it is going to be done in Blender, part of it is going to be done in just in XML, I think. I've got to review somebody else's mod about how to achieve such an effect. But it should be pretty cool if I get to that point. I don't know if I'm going to get to that point today, because I don't know. We'll see. Anyhow, I am working on this dude right now. So he is... this is Blender. We use this button over here. Yeah, so I've been using texture painting on this image here, which shows the UV layout of this guy here, which we all know as... Well, you probably already know who I'm talking about. This dude. Right? So I'm not entirely certain how exactly this is going to work, but we're giving it a go. Yeah, so I've added some little bits of fur fuzz on his arms there. Is it modeling, UV, texture paint? Yeah, with a stencil. Now I was gonna try making it by using a mask. Like I've barely done this before. Texture mask. So I was just like, I'm just watching videos and stuff like in my spare time as I'm working on this to learn more and more. Texture, we'll go with that one. And yeah, it seems to be the same thing if I do this now or that now. Yeah, so it's painting little bits of it wherever the texture mask is. Okay, interesting. Right on his bits. Let's delete that. Okay. So that's kind of the same deal then. So we're using the texture mask as the mask. Oh my gosh. Whew, that is getting layers of stuff going on. Okay. Maybe I'll play with that off camera. Alright. Well, anyway, where's our good old picture of Jolly Saint Nick? Maybe over here? Santa! Here we go. Santa Claus. Yeah, so let's bring Mr. Santa over here. And as we can see, pretty typically depicted as having this thing going around on those there. And a furry collar? Yes, a furry collar. That's what I thought. So there's a little bit more work to do on this guy. And yeah, that's that. I mean, I don't really know. We'll see. There's also, I'm working also on a special different Arlene here. She's, you know, got some things going on. So I'll keep learning and figuring this out. Probably there should be enough going as we kind of go ahead today. All right. Anyhow, close you, open you. I'll probably add some of this fur to her as well. I mean, it's a good texture. I don't know, on the frill of her dress, maybe. I don't know, but there's a lot of zombies to do, so I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. Yeah. Where do we go from here? Close, open. All right, so how this generally works, I'm gonna do his boots right now. Is that we have to, how thick is this? That's probably that thick? I don't know. Yeah, we have to basically position and scale this thing every time here. Like that, maybe. Ooh. Let's do this in this mode. Move this here. Maybe a little bit closer. I don't know. Something like this. The UVs are laid out such that both these legs use this same positioning, I'm pretty sure. You can only see one leg over here, so that would make sense to me. Yes, voice is working. Good. Good. All right. So then I need to take off texture mask and tile. Let's go like that. Is that right? No. Now I've messed stuff up by having this on here. Let's turn that off. Yeah, there we go. As you can see on the opposite side that it is painting it over on here, because it is, both of them are using this same thing here. So yeah, we are gonna maybe throw it in orthographic, but then yeah, anyhow, it's a matter of really messing around with it. And then we move this over here, get it approximately good looking, and just go around. This side isn't really needed, but it's all right to do that. And nope, don't do that. We'll move that back over. It's, the controls are like all over the place. I am constantly causing little things to happen here. Let me scale. This is the scale one. Yeah, about there. And we move it back down. And yes, we have to keep on kind of doing this. I might give that a bit of a rotation because it's going up on the back of his boot for some weird reason. So yeah, and when you see, we'll be done this whole little bit in just a second. All right, so this button and that button is that kind of thing, and we do that, and anyhow, oh, take away that stroke. So yeah, I'm just gonna work on this today and see how that goes. I'll probably only do a little bit of this texture painting here, and then we're gonna maybe take a look at a different modlet and see about bringing in a Santa hat that I have from last year, or maybe I have to use the one that's in the game. I don't exactly know, because I've never really looked at the mod, so we'll see. Yeah, that looks kind of all right. All right, so we move this maybe there, overlap it a bit, and then, oh no, gotta delete that stroke because we don't want the line of the shadow to show up on as we go around this thing. So it's a matter of just figuring it out. Oh, wrong button again. Give this a bit of a rotation and down over here. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Now I could add extra puffiness to this, perhaps, if I were to go and find the normal map, or no, the, like, yeah, it is the normal map, I think, and do some things, but don't really know that I have the time to get it done. So later on, I think what I'll do is bring this down and around and kind of follow somewhat this line here so that it kind of looks like he's got a Santa coat on. I don't know. It might look all right. It might not, but we'll see. Yeah, it's kind of cool learning this. Definitely want to add new creatures to my mod eventually, but I need to, learn some of this stuff first. So, yeah, we can also like paint this pretty much anywhere we need it. So, like, at some point when I need it up on, yeah, well, just you gotta kind of just position it and figure it out. I think this has to be spun around, like that for this kind of thing. Moved up like this. I don't know why I want to use this center one so much, but give it a little bit of a fill, and then yeah, it will should give a decent look to it. Go back to front view, please, and up. Yeah, so, and then we'll rotate you like that. Yeah, so it'll give him a collar. So I'll get that done. I was kind of curious about looking at something else for now. So, yeah. I also gotta give him a belt somehow. I did find one texture for a belt, but doing it around the whole thing might be a bit of a problem. So, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, save. And yeah, let's try to add in a zombie here over in something else. Okay. Now, I'm going to probably have to bring up, my guess is entity classes? I don't know for sure. But over here, I downloaded Hot Onions Gore Modlet. So let's cut that. I know you can't see it, it's off screen. I'm going to move that to my main modding area on my computer. Let's see, that's got to go to this one. And modlets, other people's modlets. Boom, we put that in there. And pull it out. Close in there. Great, now let's cut that and bring it to my main modding game. Throw that in here, and boom, there. So, what do we have? Gore mod. Oh, I think I need to cut that out and paste it in here somewhere. Gore mod. Great. Now let's delete this. And I'm just going to take a quick look at it. Mung Onion Chard. At Sons of Effects, Blood Items, Enemies, more gore, etc. Now I think this is the one that he's been using that uses an event. Tanya! Hello! Yeah, Santa Zombie. Santa Zombie and Christmas Elf. For now. We'll get there. Where's her hair gone? Her hair is that one. There we go. Just got a cough. Sorry. It's coming up. Maybe over the holidays I'll stop having a cold. That would be freaking miraculous. A Christmas miracle! Gore mod. And you. Great. So in the resources, what do we have? We have a Gore Unity 3D. So this must be where he's keeping all of his various things. I don't know if I can look in that by using the asset. I mean, I might be able to. Just kind of curious. Extract file. It's been a while since I've tried to use it on a Unity 3D file. Open. Extracting two things. Yay. But they aren't showing up, so that's okay. Alright. No worries. I think they're just like gore bits. What with the holidays and sickness, I just called my mom and everyone over there is sick. Yeah. Everyone in our house has been sick for 2 weeks now. It's just like the cold that never ends. Just seems like ups and downs in the amount of grossness we have to deal with, basically. Yeah. Come back here, Mr. Santa. Boop. Okay. So we can close that guy and bring back that one. Also, you. Okay, so what do we got? What else do we got here? Unpacked. Oh, really? 2 things. Okay. Just delete that because it's unneeded. So, yeah, I really don't know. Progression, perks, deep cut. Lead calculate. Okay, so we've got a buff. Oh my, what a buff that is. It is not formatted pleasantly. Okay. I'm trying to parse this with my brain to be any sort of appends or any sort of ending things, but you know, it's pretty tricky. Considering, oh my god, the file is that big, we're not going to even bother. Why do this? Why do it this way? I guess, yeah. Okay, well, we'll just take a look at the first one and just figure it out from there. So, we're gonna, though, on certain ones, effect group, we're gonna take some of these, I think, and make them a little easier to see. For CVAR, on game enter, modify CVAR. CVAR, hit throw. Set as 1, and so enter game. Left hit throw, set 1. On self-submerged water, remove parts, scores 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it looks roughly like he sets up a bunch of CVARs, which are just variables that help modders keep track of anything they want in the game. Basically, if you hit a zombie, then it sets it to, or well, when you enter the game, it starts them up, and then I guess if you go in the water, it will also remove the gore, because of course it makes sense. If you're in the water, get rid of it. Let's see here. Effect group requirement. Where does this group end here? So if you're having a spear, anything that has Work Javelin Master, which are the spears, you do an entity tag compare, which means that you're looking at the entity you're attacking, I think. Trigger effect on self-attack other, so when you're attacking them, if the hit row, okay. Yeah, so if you hit them, I guess it sets it to 1. Trigger on self-attack other, add part. So action add part, this is probably the thing that does what we want. The trigger though would be different. I'm not sure which trigger to use yet because I'm okay with buffs. I'm not an expert. I am not an expert at almost anything in Entity or in modding, but I do know bits and pieces of a lot of different things. Core 1. So then you take the prefab that he's included, which seems to be Gore Weapon, and use the local positioning to put it there. And that's the item you're holding, so that must be the spear. Yeah, okay, cool. So what else is going on over here? Tanya's still talking. And Erdlet, hello! Okay, so we can finally catch up with Tanya here. Let's see here. I don't get sick easy. Been maybe 3 years. Wow, that's good. Man, there was a time where I didn't get sick at all, but not anymore. I get sick enough. I am modding the game. I'm modding this guy who we all know as the snowman zombie, right? He's gonna be Santa Claus-ish. Also modding Arlene here with her stripy pants and green dress for now. What I'm thinking I want to do, oh God, it would be really sad if YouTube gave a copyright strike for this. I mean, I've already done it on stream once, but I looked up Christmas elf dress, and you can see like a lot of them have like things that come right up to their shoulders and stuff. This is a particularly good one because it's got this interesting like red texture. It's probably pretty small, but up here, which is kind of similar to this one here. This one also has this neat thing that goes down, plus this cool little bow. Now, I've got to hand paint all this stuff, it seems, for the most part. And so, oh yeah, so like this red frill, that's kind of cool. I didn't notice that before. But anyhow, just thinking about ways to add things to Arlene here. So I might add some red cuffs and then paint her entire arm green, and then maybe put the button down thing on the front here, and then a bow or something, like a belt, I guess, would be here. I don't know, just like figuring it out, right? Trying to do some things, but each little bit is the thing at a time. The texture is quite a bit different though, even with this one. Shading. This is the new texture. This is the old texture, and we go boop. Well, this is a different texture actually I was using, but it looks pretty much the same. Oh, this is for the snowman one. Yeah, I'm done looking at that one. I want to look at this one, thanks. Because I repainted over this entire one. Yeah, that's right. There it is. That's the original Arlene, right? She just looks like that, but she's got these like lines and stuff, which all are textured probably from a high res model and just baked onto a lower res model. That not 100% certain how. Ooh, gosh, that is. Nope. Get out of here. Disconnect, please. Thank you. Yeah, and anyhow, this one looks maybe a bit better because it's got these texture lines in there still, but then the red gore doesn't quite match because it's still based on that beige dress that she has. I might have to paint that on too. Turn the deer to Rudolph. If I get a chance. If I get a chance, I will do that, but I don't know if I will. Yeah, texture painting. Oh gosh. Using the wrong texture. We'll have to fix that. Arlene, you're supposed to use this texture. But we done goofled it over in shading. So you disconnect color, base color. Let me see this one. There we go. Texture paint. Ah, dang it. I'm not 100% certain how to fix this. Just like off the top of my head. I'm okay with a lot of stuff in Blender, but not. Aha, I think I figured out why my phone finally is like. It listens to the word okay. Uh-huh. Okay, good to know, good to know. Yeah, anyhow. Okay, how the heck do I fix this? First off, yes, I should save the Santa Man picture. Good. And then Arlene here needs to quit being bum. See, this is the problem with like UV stuff, is that see that her dress is along here, and so this line is entirely different than where the parts, like the arms and the body parts of the snowman, are laid out, right? So it's got to be adjusted all the time. This kind of looks nice. The red leggings with the little fuzzy bits on the boots. I kind of like that. That's kind of nice. I don't know. I'll figure it out as we go. Why on earth is she? I mean, I know I connected up the wrong thing there, but then I reconnected it. Okay, shading. We are on you, Miss Arlene. Arlene? We do that? There we go. Maybe. Nope. Fine. Anyhow, I'm not really planning on doing much with her right now. We need to go back and edit some other things. Okay, so yeah, anyhow, that's what I'm up to. I don't know if I'm gonna get it done, but I am learning a lot of stuff. So, but yeah, pretty much obvious that this add part thing is the thing, but let's try this out in the game. This should add a bunch of gore to everything. The Santas aren't in there yet, so don't worry about that. They'll eventually, hopefully, maybe get there. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry guys. My coffee was on the wrong side of the mic, and then I moved it and I hit the microphone. I'm sorry. It is now on the right side. Actually, the left side. Continue game, mod testing, DMCM. Great. Yesterday we made a flag for a Jawoodle, and that should be, I think it's where we are right now. See if this gore mod loads. I mean, it should. There's no reason it shouldn't. It looks pretty simple. Now, somehow we have to find a way to add a buff to a zombie as soon as they spawn. I'm pretty sure Haida uses this technique to adjust their speed and height and everything so that they are, or maybe not their height, but their speed and their walking and such as they move. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Oh, this is the mining laser. Yeah, there are the flags. Zombies. Nope. Shush. Those aren't all the flags I've made so far, but some of them. I have to go back and redo this one. This is one that I did in Alpha 19, and I think that the cloth, I hadn't updated it. The cloth is disconnected from this part and is only connected up there, which is really weird. So, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yes, mining laser. Boom! Oh, that's what concrete does when it's hit. Anyhow. So, we'll put that guy away. Because it instantly kills a zombie. Let's grab a spear, because that's what I was looking at earlier. Spear, I don't know, let's grab that one maybe. It's not got any gore on it. We have God mode on, so we'll probably break our leg, but whatever. Let's turn the zombies on, because I kind of want to get them to come out of here. Hi, Arlene. Let's go for her leg. No. Not 100% certain. Oh, there we go. So now on her chest, you can see like there's a gore bit there. And I think the tip of my spear is also bloodied. Okay, Mo. So yeah, that works. That's cool. What about, can we get her leg to be all covered in blood? I don't know. Oh yeah, look at that. Nifty. That leg, yep. Oh, more gore on her chest. Yeah, Do we want to keep that in? I don't know. Okay, yep. No running. There. Trying to get his arm. Pretty tricky to like aim at their arms. I guess we'll just pause you. Stop walking. Okay. Yeah, so anyhow, the idea is to somehow use this mod to add a component to his head, and we'll do that soon. I might start off just making a whole new zombie. Get out of here, you. Okay. We'll just wait up. There. Great. Okay, so I need to go looking through the XML for something to put a buff on a zombie as soon as they're created. Maybe it would be in. Okay, so in entities, I see that there is this property buff value, so you can add buffs directly. Let's go file, new, just make a collection of things that we might need. Entity classes, stupid cap locks. Bugs me that it's like that, but I'm not going to deal with it right now. I won't even save it. Okay, and then if we were to go down to the normal template zombie, this guy, he has some tags which might be useful. Here, just gonna get rid of that line. What other things might be useful? Mesh, probably not, but maybe. Physics, tags, AI stuff. I'm not really seeing much in the ways of buffs, but my guess is what we would do is we would just add the buff directly to the class, probably like just down here. And then that would be where we'd want it. Now my guess is that if we were to go and oh, interesting. So in his mod, he actually doesn't have to include yeah, he doesn't have to include an entity class check because it's not created by the entity. Oh, sorry, yawning. It's created by the action of attacking them. So I'm just gonna clear my throat a little bit here. Just 1 second, guys. Okay. Yeah, so then, I guess what I want then in buffs, so go down to buffs .xml, because we're gonna look for something that's not, here, data, config, buffs. This is the main file here. What I want is like on self start or something. Okay, what is the buff? If we go to enter class and go to the main player, what was that? I guess I didn't need to do that, but buffs. Let's take a look for that. FV. Buff status check. So we have hidden, remove on death false. Update rate is 2. And then on self buff start on enter game. I don't really know which one of these two would be necessary. Those might be necessary. On self buff updated, on self buff updated. Okay, so something like that. This is basically the process of modding if you don't know what's going on. Or you just go over to people who know better and ask them questions. But ideally, you can try to figure it out somewhat yourself by taking a look at what you've got there. Everything just looks like it's just like on self buff updated, which means when there's an update, or sorry, when check every couple of times, like it was set to 2 myself for buffs, then yeah, if this is on here or not, and then it just modify CVAR. It checks to see various things like, am I bleeding or not, and all the different things. Ooh, on reload start. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it has to go through a lot of different ones here. Ooh, on self buff start. I think I'm just gonna use this. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. We'll do that guy. Mix it with a little bit of where was that? Bit of that. I guess it's this whole triggered effect here. Bit of this. Because it doesn't really matter what this part is. What I'm going to try to do is figure out where the Santa hat is and use that. Okay. Yeah, okay. Go back over here. And so what I'm going to have to do is create an entirely new modlet. So, I don't know, Adreden's Xmas? Sure. I'm gonna take this, because I don't like writing it out every time. We're gonna go in here and modify this. Adreden Xmas. And change this to ads zombies with that, with an Xmas theme. Sure. So now this is that. Save. Close. New folder. Configs. I think this is configs. It's like the one that always goofs me up. It's config. This one's plural, and that one's plural, but this one is not. It always gets me. I don't know why. I guess not always, but damn near always. Boom. Great. And it looks like we need also resources, maybe? Maybe, I don't know. But also, might need a Santa hat? I don't know. So I'm gonna add in UI atlases and see what that does for us. Okay, and then enter new folder, item, icon, atlases, atlas, just atlas. Boom. Okay, so that's, I don't know, some of the stuff that we might need. Now, we're gonna need a new XML for entity classes. Entity. We want to have it capitalized? No. Classes. .xml. Yeah, I'm aware. That's why I changed it. Thanks. We're also gonna need buffs. Buffs.xml. Delete that txt. Yes, I know. What else do we need? I don't know. I don't know. Well, let's go into entity classes and start with that one. We're gonna need configs. I know this is where it gets boring, guys, if you're watching. It's just like, I don't know, magical things that go over people's heads if you have no idea what I'm doing. If you don't speak computer, then it's just like, what? Okay, so I'm gonna maybe make this a little bit bigger. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, configs, and then what do we want to do? We want to append this. Append, not append. Append xpath equals entity, probably entities, and it's probably got to have that like that. We'll have to go, I personally have to go over here and just take a look. Oh, it's entity classes, and then it's an entity class. Okay. Buffs. Nope. Buffs. Progression. I don't think I'm going to need this progression one. I might, but I don't think so. Okay. You. For entity classes. And then we want to go slash entity class. But we want the zombie, so. And everything here extends from the. Oh, sorry. Everything with the zombies extends from the zombie male class. Pretty much, as far as I understand it. So if we grab it, then we can simply have that there. And this. And that. At name. Change these to char quotes. Okay. Come on, fat fingers. And we'll close that up like that. Okay. Actually, we may not need that because it'll just, I think you can just go right underneath that node. Yeah, okay. So I don't need this. We'll just end that. Now, anything we want will go there, and then we can end that, and then end that. So this is where that buffs thing will go. We will take that and bring it over to there. So this should be appended right onto the end of the zombie mail template. And I don't know what I'm going to call it. Hat buff. I don't know. So I guess it's going to look for that. I'm going to copy the name, and I think I'm ready to close that up. Save changes, yes. That would be marvelous if you could do such a thing. I still may need to check some of these tags, but I don't know. Yeah, probably. No, no, because it's its own thing, so it should do everything on its own. I don't know. More learning with buffs. Configs. Boom. Close that up right off the get-go, and now I guess we just want to append this to buffs because it doesn't matter where you put it, as far as I understand. Append space xpath and equals that. We'll put all that crap up in there later. Like this is just slash buffs. Probably. Save buffs are here. Now I have copied that over, have I not? Let's have buff, start. That one's not one that I needed. Update. Grab that guy. Copy. Put you there. Start, update. I don't know which one. Yeah, we'll figure it out, I guess. And then if we go back to the top of that, we can see that it uses buffs with an S. Have I done it right on mine? Buffs. Yep, that's probably good. So then we just need to grab basic structure of a buff. Yeah, here's a good short one. Boom. Bam. I don't know if I'm gonna get this done in time, guys. The kids will probably get up in about 10 minutes, so I like to have everything formatted in such a way that it's very easy for me to see what's going on. So I do stuff like that so that I can see, like, I've got this append and then this is totally separated from everything else and it's all indented properly so that I know where things are. All right, so let's take that and go that. Hidden, yes, we do want it hidden because we don't want to be able to see the buff. Oh, and we need to add a slash append. May as well do that. There. Okay. Damage type, well, it doesn't do damage. Stack type, ignore duration. This is where it gets a little bit questionable for me because I'm much less versed on this stuff here. Okay. On self buff start. Now, I believe that's the one that I wanted. Yeah, no, yeah. On buff start, yes, okay. Action. We want to add a part. Part, gore to. So we probably need to do some definitions that were done here. Okay. Please do let me know if that coughing comes through. I'm pretty sure it mutes it. Just paranoid because no one's mentioned, like, no, I can't hear that. And Streamlabs OBS has been changed so much recently that I don't know for certain. I don't trust it anymore. Okay. So basically I want to copy the structure of this, I suppose. Maybe? Let's just take a look here. We want an entity compare tag to target other entity. So if it's an entity, we want to see that. But then if it's on an attack, we want to modify a CVAR, which is hit, throw, add, blah, blah, blah. Maybe not blah, blah, blah. Think about this a little bit harder, man. Triggered event on self, attack others, add part. The trigger doesn't have to be getting attacked, right? And it just adds gore 1. Gore 1 is not defined somewhere. CFV. It's always on gore 12, gore 15. Holy moly. How many gore values are there? Okay. So if I call it hat 1, that'll probably work. Be my guess. I'm gonna have to go grab my Santa hat that I found and do some fiddling around with it. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, something like that. Okay. So, on buff start, on buff start. I only think I need one. We're gonna go over here, grab this whole section. Don't know that I need to compare it with anything because, like, or keep track of it because it is not necessarily needed for what I'm doing because it's just a static hat that I want to be on the character, right? So we'll do that. And that, now in theory, that might add the gore right to a zombie's head just as is. Or to well, wherever that is. I guess that's the problem, is the local positioning. It might just automatically add it on every zombie. I don't know. I'm kind of curious. See what madness this has actually got already. Let's just go load the game, see if there's any errors, because, you know, I sometimes like checking for errors before I get too in depth. It can happen that you know exactly what you're doing and you type everything out perfectly, but other times you're just like, you miss a capital letter here or there and you're just like, ah, God, how did I miss that? All right. Nothing is yellow up there. Good, except for that, which is creating a new atlas. Yes, what's the one I did? Thank you. And we just take a look for red errors that relate to that mod. So yeah. Tick, 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 tick. So if you guys are chatting, oh, we have a problem. Loading XML patch from buffs.xml mod Adredengaming failed. The triggered effect start tag on line 8 does not match the effect group. Ah, yes, okay. on line 9.6. So 8.6 and 9.6. Okay. So we bring back you, effect group. Really? Triggered effect. Must be this one here that needs to be... Yeah, it has no clothes right there. Okay, hello, goat. Exit. But it's just an XML edit, so it's a quick one to fix. So exactly how do they do this in buffs? It's just like triggered effect. Hit throw. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Triggered effect. Oh, I see. That should be there for some weird reason. Oh, because it has this. Because it'll use this part here, which needed a requirement, and I didn't put a requirement in because I don't want it to not show up, but just do it. That's basically what I'm saying. Just make it happen. But I'm guessing I can just add the little line there, and then that should be good. Keep saving that because I don't like the lack of formatting. Space that, save. Okay. Continue. See how like little tiny things like can mess you up? Okay, that's still goofy. Something is goofy. Oh, right. So it's looking for an asset that I don't have in there because it's in the wrong place. Which makes sense because I am trying to borrow, or I'm trying to just confirm that things are working when it's really a different problem here. You. Exit. Oh, kids are awake. So I'm going to have to pretty much end this. 7:02, yeah. So, alright guys, if you are watching out there, hit that like button if you're enjoying this. If not, that's understandable. It's not exactly 7 days to die content, like playing and stuff, but it is how one mods the game. So, good morning. So, anyhow, you can hear the loudness. I will see you tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow works for me. So, until then, I will say bye-bye.